Okay.
This is Squiggly Wiggly Surprise by Arnold Shapiro with the pictures by Charles Murphy. Squiggly Wiggly. Squiggly Wiggly was a fuzzy fellow. He lived in an elderberry bush with his sister Fluffy and his brother Squirmy. Hi. One day, Squiggly started out to explore his garden world. His first stop was on the petals of a red, red rose. What a pretty color, he said, and what a nice smell. I wish I were a red, red rose. Next, Squiggly saw a bright yellow daisy, and in the middle was a bumblebee. Hello, Mr. Bee, Squiggly said. How busy you are. I wish I could fly quickly from flower to flower like you. Maybe someday you will, buzzed the bee, and he buzzed around the yellow daisy. Squiggly heard some singing and looked up and saw a bluebird sitting on a branch above him. Hello, Mr. Bluebird, said Squiggly Wiggly. How pretty you look. I wish I were pretty and blue and could fly like you. Maybe someday you can, said the bluebird. Squiggly Wiggly only sighed and crawled on. Then Squiggly saw a big orange. It was a bright orange, and Squiggly could only think how dull and drab he was. He wished he were bright orange, like the orange. Poor Squiggly felt very sorry for himself. Crawled around the orange. As he crawled along, Squiggly saw some small purple pansies. How pretty and dainty they are, he thought. I wish I could be purple and look dainty like that instead of all drab and clumsy like me. So pretty. By this time, Squiggly Wiggly was hungry. He found some delicious green leaves and decided to have lunch. My, those green leaves are good, Squiggly said. Suddenly, Squiggly felt very cold. He looked up and saw thousands of white snowflakes falling from the sky. How beautiful and clean and white they are, said Squiggly, but how cold they are, too. Squiggly began to shiver. So, Squiggly Wiggly decided to build a place to keep warm. He started spinning a little brown sack around himself. Spinning it, spinning it, spinning it. When Squiggly finished, it was all warm and black inside his sack. He was very tired and he fell asleep. Shh, don't wake him. After many weeks, Squiggly Wiggly woke up. He thought it was too crowded inside his sack and he decided to leave the black inside and see what was outside. He got out. Squiggly looked at himself. What a surprise! He was no longer a drab, fuzzy fellow who crawled around. Instead, he was a beautiful butterfly with all different colors on his wings. Can you see all the colors? Do you see the red? The red was like the rose. And the yellow was like the daisy and the bee. And the blue like the bluebird. Wow, now guess what? He can fly. And the orange like the pretty orange, it smells so good. And the purple like the pansies. And the green like the leaf. Now, Squiggly is a beautiful butterfly and can fly away. But wait, he's still Squiggly, right? He didn't change to be somebody else. He's not Fred now, or George. Just like Jesus, he went on the brown cross. It's Jesus that looked like a man. Then they put him in the tomb, like the black, dark chrysalis. And then he rose again on Easter. But he's still Jesus. He looks different, We can't see him now, but he's still there to help us. Say goodbye, Squiggly Wiggly.